Hello viewers and welcome to another Forza 4 roundup. Today I'm just looking at some of the new wheels and other bits and pieces that are available. Here's the new Mad Catz wheel, and I don't think it looks too bad at the moment. I think it looks quite handy. Has a nice sort of racy feel, racy look to it. Looks like it will be pretty much an entry level wheel, but at the same time build quality doesn't look too bad. I don't have all the specs on these yet. I mean, for me, generally speaking, it's not so much about what powers the wheel so much as how the wheel feels in your hands, how the force feedback works with it, and just the drivability of the wheel, if you like. It's something that's always important. I'm not necessarily sold on the pedals. They look very unusual in their design, but keep an open mind for that one. Next I have the Microsoft wireless wheel, which I've already talked to you guys a little bit about. Again, it's an entry level wheel. It's not for someone who's going to be racing all the time, but it's handy to just pick up, have a muck about with and put away again. It's good to have something tactile in your hands rather than just say the Connect, air driving, if you like. Of course, next up here we've got the CSR Elite wheel from Fanatec. Looks really nice, looks rock solid. Look at that big piece of business there for the dashboard. Again, it's transparent, so you can see all the inner workings and stuff like that. I've been checking out some of the other pictures actually. You've got the CSR wheel there as well, like I say, similar sort of build quality, solid look to it, obviously some cheaper components. Some other pictures of the wheels here from Engadget, looking really nice. That transparent sort of casing on it, so you can see all the inner workings of the wheel. Really nice. I've been following all of this actually, including the coverage on the Inside Sim Racing guys, referring to it as like an engine cover, and in a way it kind of is. See the different pedal sets are available as well. It's going to be a whole different world for gamers, and here are these exclusive shots from Inside Sim Racing. Very lucky guys, they got to see this wheel, have a little fondle. Absolutely, looking great. I mean, imagine that for your Formula 1 on a console. We've never seen anything like it. Well, there was a Williams wheel years ago, but it was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? So, that looks amazing. I think when you've got your DRS and your KERS and all the rest of it, it's going to be great, because wheels like this on the PC have usually cost a fortune. And of course there's a photo there that was put up by Steve Hood yesterday, just about, just sort of a sneak glimpse, if you like, of the wheel. So well done to the Inside Sim Racing guys getting that little scoop there. Okay, now we have a little bit of the CSR wheel in action there, the standard one. Oh, I don't know obviously all the costs of these wheels, I don't have them all handy, but some of them won't be cheap. But at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. And I think it's about time we've had some quality wheels brought to console. There've been quality wheels on the PC for a while, and I had the old Xbox wheel, and it felt clunky. You want something that's got a bit more tactile feel to it. If they're going to put a lot of money into developing these games, then let's see that investment also in the equipment that you can use to actually control them with. It's interesting here, obviously someone else using a racing line, but you can see just on the left hand side of your screen there the turn indicator, very much like a rally car, so it's turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, so you know the gradient. I'm assuming you can have that instead of the racing line, which is nice. Obviously I didn't notice it before. The eagle-eyed of you will have pointed that out on day 1 of E3, I'm sure, but it's something that I just noticed and thought, well, it's a good idea actually, instead of having the racing line. Actually, a lot of expert drivers use the racing line. It's wrong, I know, but they do use it to help perfect and hone their speed. So a lot of top players do use it, even if they claim they don't. I quite like this track though. It's fast, it's flowing. It'll be cool with some of the quicker cars. I look forward to getting hands on this myself, and as soon as I do, I'll do some of the usual over-the-shoulder videos. Hopefully there'll be a wheel there I can use as well. That's the last of our proper gameplay from E3. And of course then that went into the part of the replay you saw before. This is a random bit of footage here of a car driving across the grass I was sent at the Top Gear test track, just having a drive around. I think somebody just left it and the car just kept running and just went off the track, and I just get sent this random video of car going across the grass at Top Gear. But as you can see, no invisible walls, so something good about it. And then a couple of you asked to see the crashes of the yellow car, where I tried to make it look like a clean lap. Actually the lap went on for ages, and you can see a couple of reasons why here. There's the bang of the car hitting the tyres. I actually am pleased that the tyres are there, because it will stop people constantly cutting, because people cheat all the time, which is a real shame, but at the end of the day you need something like that to stop them. I'm not necessarily too bothered about the cones. A lot of people got an issue with cones, not an issue for me. I think it does help some people. If it helps some people see the line and the track better, then all for the good really. Going off again, as I mentioned before, there was a lot of spins off onto the grass. Failed, epic fail on the flashback there, not to go back a bit further, so the driver was struggling at this point. There's no doubt about it. Notice the flash actually when the driver hits an object now, and you can see a whole flash through the windscreen, so it does sort of daze the driver for a second. It's something I've not seen in a Forza title before. There is a little bit more motion for the driver this time. We've learnt now not to use the flashback at all, of course, and just to, or the rewind or whatever they call it, but just to carry on. Of course, hardcore races, we don't use that anyway. Oh, I saw this on NeoGAF recently. Basically, Dan Greenwald, you know, the ever-growing beard, it disappeared last year. It's back again now. This was a question I asked him when Forza 3 was coming out a couple of years back. Well, we're limited for time today. One final question. Do you think you've optimised the beard growth? Because Forza 1 to Forza 2, it's expanded greatly. What's the future on that?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I saw stuff on the forums with guys having Lionitis from 300. This is Forza! It's quite entertaining. I get a lot of comments about that actually.
It's developed with
the
brand.
Not so much in the Nordics actually. When I go to Sweden, nobody comments about it. I think it feels more natural. I don't know. I mean, I was asked whether I'm related to Donald Sutherland recently. I've seen the things about Ron Perlman from Sons of Anarchy. So apparently, I'm reminding people of other people.
Well, Dan, you are Leonidas to the Forza community. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Okay, so another handy insight into Dan's beard. He'll probably get me for that when I eventually see him in a few months' time. That's it for my current Forza coverage now. As far as the wheels, I mean, I was going to put a more detailed report together for the wheels, but I thought I'll save that until I actually get a hands-on. I mean, let's face it, the wheel can do this, that and the other, but if you feel the wheel and it doesn't work that well, it doesn't really matter what bunkum it says actually on the technical details. Does it feel nice to drive? Does it feel like I'm driving a bus rather than driving a racing car? I think that's what's important, and you can make up your own mind as to what wheels I'm talking about there, but what's important is that the wheel has a racy feel, tactile, feels solid, and I can give it loads and loads of laps without it overheating and making a squeaking noise, which sometimes does happen with wheels as well. So more on that soon, and more Forza news as well, and hopefully we'll have some more on that early next month, along with a bunch of other racing games. I'm going to get back now making a few more videos of some of the games that are already out, a bit more Dirt 3 stuff, and hopefully we'll have some more F1 2011 stuff as well. But that's it for now. Again, please do add us on Facebook and Twitter. Facebook is obviously facebook.com/VVV Automotive, and Twitter, rather confusingly, is twitter.com/VVV Gamer. So please do join those. That's it for now. More soon.